What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be talking about England's last game that we went and played, Switzerland, in the UEFA Nations League third place playoff. So let's just get straight into today's video, guys. We made 7 changes from the last game against the Netherlands. Talk about the starting 11. So we started with Pickford, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Maguire, Rose, Lingard, Dyer, Delph, Ali, Sterling, Kane. You guys will be asking me, Brett, is this time the starting 11 of what you wanted to see? No, yet again, I wanted to see Callum Wilson start this game and maybe also at least give Michael Keane a chance as well. He probably should have come off the bench. Give these guys a run out, you know, because there's no point of taking these guys on these away days and you don't get to play them. For me, yet again, like I said, you know how I was saying about where was Eric Dyer, where was Jordan Henderson, or at least Dyer played this one. Lingard got to start this one as well. Dele Alli got to start this one as well. Good to see Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Gomez getting the start as well. Obviously they had to change the right back and a centre back due to how Kyle Walker and John Stones played the other night against Netherlands, which wasn't as great. I'm happy with the starting 11, but yet again Harry Kane is just not fit to play the game. Anyway, guys, overall reaction. I don't know how to sum up this game because it wasn't one of the best games again. People are coming out probably saying, you know, not the best performance, not the best game. It's probably like watching paint dry. Yeah, I agree, because obviously not much happened really. I think it was a frustrating game to watch, to see England go against VAR again. This time round it was the right decision because Callum Wilson pulled down the player. VAR was right on that call, but yet again got denied by it. But it was the right call though. Right call. Yet again, another frustrating performance. I think we're looking, even though this is like a third place playoff, you're not battling for anything, even though you are battling for third place. It's not like as if you're going to get a trophy, are you, for third place? I think in this game it was all about the performance, how the players had put a shift in. Performance was there, I think we just didn't take our chances. When you don't take your chances, that pretty much summed up our game. You know, we couldn't take our chances, couldn't score on them, just couldn't convert our chances. Just one of these days, just can't take your chances. Something to work on, improve on as a team, obviously. Yes, we're a young team, but fucking hell, you need to be putting your chances away. You can't be just having chance after chance after chance. You can't put any chances away, so it's something for definitely to work on. These things happen in football and you just got to move on at the end of the day. Not the best performance, I don't think. Not the best game to watch. Something that we need to work on, and people are probably saying, you know, why the hell have you got this Nations League? I'll get into that in a minute of this video. I'll explain a little bit more about the Nations League, of how it works as well. Anyway, guys, so let's just dive into these questions. Firstly, what did I make of the game / performance? The game itself wasn't great to watch. I think, yes, you have to agree, it was like watching paint dry, not much happened. The creativity was there. Just couldn't take our chances first off. Just one of those games where you couldn't take your chances. We never scored on them. Couldn't put them away. Just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. I think it's just a learning process. Something to improve on for sure for such a young team. Performance-wise, not good enough, I don't think. I think we were looking for a better performance. Was it a better performance? Yes and no. Yes, the creativity was there, like I just said. No, because, you know, we just couldn't put our chances away, and this game could have been dead and buried in the first half. And then if we probably scored a few more in the second half, we wouldn't have had to go to extra time. They all keep on saying it's just because of the fatigue and the fitness. Do not give me that bullshit, because I said it in my last video. I said these players are professional footballers. They should be fit. These players should be fit, and they should be at that level. They shouldn't be at this level when they're not getting picked for their team. Yes, I had a go at John Stones. Yes, he has to get criticised, but the thing is he didn't get really played much this season. But at the end of the day, come on, these guys are professional footballers and they've got to still put in a shift in. But did they put a shift in? I don't know. I don't think so, because the performance just wasn't there, and we were just all saying, you know, we needed to put in a better performance. Performance-wise, it wasn't a high-level performance. It was a both-sided game. I think we dominated the game and controlled the game, but we just couldn't grind out a result. We did look convincing and pleasing, but just couldn't put our chances away. You have to agree it was like watching paint dry, but we've got to improve as a team. Yes, we're a young squad, but they've got to learn as well. So games like this one, you have to take it on the chin and move on. But at the end of the day, we took third place after going to penalties. Jordan Pickford stepped up massively as well. So big thanks to him. He did fantastically well. Another save as well. It's good to see that Jordan Pickford made another save. And also Eric Dyer came off Eric Dyer as well. So for England, the penalties were fantastic to watch. Very tense as well, obviously, because it went past 5. One mistake and that was it. Game finished. Penalties were over. The game was there, just didn't convert our chances, and got to learn from it. Performance was there, but if we probably dead and buried this game earlier on in the first half, it would have been pretty much wrapped up and finished, and it wouldn't have had to go to extra time. If these things happen, it's football, you've got to move on, and we just got to improve as a team. But don't forget, we're such a young team as well, so we've got to definitely improve. Obviously now the next time we play now is not till September. There's definitely rooms for improvement. Got to definitely improve now for the next coming months, because obviously we've got the Euro 2020 qualifying in September. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement, and they just got to take the chances. It was just one of those days at the end of the day, so the performance just wasn't there. But if we put our chances away, it would have been a total different game. Who is my man of the match? In this game, I think there's a few fantastic players that stood out. The likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, he played fantastically well. He put in some great crosses, but it's just so unfortunate that when he made the cross, no one was been able just to get on the end of it. Couldn't put a goal in, and to make sure that he got an assist. He really stood out in the game. Dele Alli as well played fantastically well. This is a player that who should have started in that first game against Netherlands, but at least he got a run out in this game. But yeah, Dele Alli played very well. He had a few headers, got close at goal, yet again just couldn't take his chances. So Jordan Pickford played fantastically well. I think he had a good game, not much happened, didn't have to make too many saves in the game, but then when it came down to the penalties, it mattered, and he saved that penalty to make sure that England secured third place. At the end of the day, I'm happy where we finished. Yes, it's only a playoff. This is football. You just got to move on at the end of the day. Next question is, why did England underperform over the last 2 games? I think in this one against Switzerland, I don't think we underperformed. I think we didn't take our chances, we just didn't score on them, and we just didn't convert them. I don't think we underperformed. I just think the game itself wasn't that great to watch. How could you explain? Like a flat game, I would say. Let's say it was like a training session. It looked like it was an international friendly, more like that sort of style. We did really get at them, because in the second half we played with a little bit more of urgency. Yes, we lift the intensity and tempo. I don't think we underperformed in this one. I think we just didn't take our chances, and it's hard to explain with this one against Switzerland, because it's like you've pretty much dominated the game, controlled the game. You can't take your chances and you can't score. It was just like a sort of a training session. It looked like it was an international friendly to me. This is a game that, we've got to learn from for sure, where you've just got to take your chances. Of course, against Netherlands, it wasn't that great. We definitely underperformed in that one, and that was by making silly, stupid decision making. Defence, we were just appalling, we were shocking. Couldn't defend, we were fucking shit defending against Netherlands. Like I said in that previous video, I said, it was the worst I've seen England defend, and it was shocking. We massively underperformed in that one against Netherlands, and that was because once we got that first goal, we thought, right, we've got the momentum now to score another goal. But when it mattered, it just didn't go our way. But at the end of the day, yet again, we didn't create many chances in that game. When you don't really create chances, you're not really going to score any goals, are you? For sure, we massively underperformed against Netherlands, but not this one against Switzerland. Over the last 2 games, we only scored 1 goal, and that's shocking. It's not good enough. We definitely got to somehow fix it in a way. We massively underperformed against Netherlands, and you know why? Because of silly decision making, and the defending was just shocking. This one just didn't take our chances. We didn't score on our chances, and we never converted our chances. Disappointing not to score a single goal against Switzerland, and like I said, we only scored 1 goal in the space of 2 games. And that's not England. Yes, it's not like, who do we play in the 2020 qualifiers? It's not like we're playing up against Montenegro, where we're going to be absolutely going to give them a good whitewash. Because look at that game, that was like 5 goals. But this one, not even a single goal went in. Yes, VAR denied us, but that was because Callum Wilson pulled the player down in the process to the build-up of his goal. That's just the reason why we underperformed over in the last 2 games. And like I said, we only scored 1 goal in the past 2 games. And the players, now they've got to be better. And the manager needs to sort of learn from that experience in Portugal to go on and to improve as a team now. How can we fix it, or what needs to be changed? How can we fix it? I think in this game, we've got to be clinical and you've got to take your chances. In Netherlands game, got to fucking defend better. Stupid, silly decision making and pissing around defending when you've got a man on you as well. It's just not using your brain really. And that game against Netherlands, it mentally killed us. It killed us. It mentally killed us against Netherlands, because once we conceded 1, we conceded another 2 goals. Really, how can we fix it? In the Netherlands game, it proves that we've got to be better in the decision making. If we made the right pass at the right time, the defending's got to be better. Yes, it was better against Switzerland, but there was times in that game where there was gaps for them open, and you can't really give them any space or time. You've got to at least close them down and at least put in a tackle in to put them under pressure as well. And that's what you need to see more. That's how we need to fix it, and that's what needs to be changed. Decision making, got to defend properly, and got to be clinical in front of goal. That's how it needs to be fixed or changed. Is it down to, maybe the people that we called up? Maybe the likes of James Maddison could have been in the team. The likes of, I don't know, who missed out? You name it, whoever missed out. Maybe Luke Shaw, who didn't get the call up. Maybe Kieran Trippier. Maybe these guys could make a difference. I think it's down to all the players on the day, if you know what I mean. Overall, what did I make of the first UEFA Nations League? It's only the first one. I think it's a good way. Obviously, it's another route to Euro 2020. It's a second chance to qualify for the Euro 2020. It's a trophy, obviously, you battle for a trophy. I think it's a good way. We all know that Portugal won the UEFA Nations League, so massive congratulations to them. Pretty much, they've qualified for the Euro 2020, even if they're still in the group. So I think even if they're still in the group and they still somehow don't qualify in the qualifiers for the Euro 2020, but because they've won the UEFA Nations League already, automatically in for the Euro 2020. I think it's a good way, but it's a little bit stupid the fact that, this is what I want to know. So if it's a bit stupid if Portugal, that they're still in the group stages for this. I'm on it now. Where are they now? They're in Group B, they're in 4th place, and they've got the likes of Serbia, Lithuania, Luxembourg and Ukraine in their group. If somehow, of any way, shape or form, if they don't qualify in the Euro 2020 qualifying, they're still going to be qualified anyway because they've won the UEFA Nations League. I find it a little bit ridiculous, the fact that, they're still in this. It's a little bit stupid, but I think it's a good opportunity for any team to qualify for the Euro 2020, really. It does make sense, but a little bit stupid the fact that, Portugal are still in the Euro 2020 qualifying, if you get what I mean. Literally just take Portugal out of that group, really, because there's no point of them competing with the other 4 teams when you're already qualified for the Euro 2020, really. If it is that, then it's a little bit stupid, but it's a good opportunity for other teams to qualify that really don't get into Euro 2020 as well. I think it's good, but people will be criticising it, saying, what is the point of this? I think it's good, but I think we'll see how it goes for the coming years, and then maybe the UEFA may drop it if they find it a bit ridiculous. Getting into the substitutions now, Rose went off at Walker. Talk about Danny's performance, but for a late challenge on Mabu after Maguire had sold him short and had a good battle with Fernandes, who was keen to close him down, whipped in a cracking cross, which my pronunciation is not going to be good here. Shah, if that's how you say his name, turned onto his own post, replaced midway through the second half. Kane went off at Walker. Talk about Kane's performance, another one who really shouldn't have started in this game. Restored to the starting 11 and hit the bar inside 2 minutes with a clever chip before playing Sterling in for a shot at goal on 14 minutes. Dropped deep to link play well throughout, although may feel he should have done better with a second half header from Alexander-Arnold's cross. Lingard went off for Sancho. Talk about Lingard's performance. Picked up a yellow card for a foul on Xhaka during a below par first half, but showed flashes after the break. Came more influential as the game wore and he drifted inside, combining well with Wilson in extra time to create an opening for Sterling. Delph went off for Barkley. Talk about Delph's performance. Tidy without being spectacular on particularly dangerous to Switzerland. Worked hard in the midfield and tried to keep the ball moving into England's more threatening attackers, but didn't convince he is England's long-term answer in the middle of the park. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days. And peace.